DBSCRadio.net. Click the play button at the top and you're good to go with the nation station, DBS Radio.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: Education Minister Octavia Alfred announces that the appointment of teachers will continue in the new school year. Education officials in St. Lucia say their candidates achieved a higher pass rate in the CXC exams compared to the regional average. And news from the international scene: the U.S. charges the Hamas leader and several prominent figures in the Palestinian group. Details of the morning news right after this.
Ever wondered what's in your milk? These are the following benefits of Distinction Milk. It's a great source of calcium and protein, vitamin A and D added. It's definitely not a filled milk like some of the other brands. Distinction Milk texture and taste is great for shakes, baking, pouring cream, and a side for mashed potatoes and much more. Even better, because of its rich texture, Distinction evaporated milk can be stretched. Isn't it great to know what's in your milk? Distinction Milk, distributed by Fine Foods Inc.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the DBS Major Morning News. Let's remind you, the gold medalist Thea Laffour-Gatson leaves Dominica today. We'll bring you more in the morning sports. But let's begin with news that Education Minister Octavia Alfred says the appointment of teachers will continue in the new school year. She says 77 teachers were appointed during the 2023-2024 school year.
Appointment of teachers is not only determined about what happens at the Ministry of Education level. As of now, we have a free list of teachers submitted to the Public Service Commission. The Public Service Commission meets once a month to deal with all appointments. I'm also already thinking to make a request that they meet for us in September just for teaching, and then we have to wait for the instruction before we send out the letter. In addition to that, we are now putting together a new list. For us to submit that, we must have the latest appraisal of the teacher, which would have been or should have been submitted by July. We have some cases where those appraisals have not been submitted. So while you hear teachers want to put a lot of the pressure on the Ministry of Education, they need to also put some pressure on their administrators, their principals, to ensure that their appraisals are submitted on time. Because if we decide to send up this next list this week, there are some teachers who are supposed to be on this list who will not be on the list because we have not received their appraisal. So there are many factors in play, and what I want the teachers to know is that as it pertains to the Ministry of Education and our personnel officers, we do our best. And I would go that far to say, it's the first time in Dominica history all that amount of teachers got appointed in one school year. As a past teacher, as a past principal myself, I promise my teachers who deserve appointment that it will come.
And that's the minister responsible for education, Octavia Alfred. Other news this morning, a Dominican entrepreneur can win a grant of $20,000 as the Philip Nassif Entrepreneurship Challenge has officially launched its second round of grant funding. The challenge, which was launched on September 2, aims to provide financial support to entrepreneurs looking to invest in and grow their businesses. The initiative stems from the influence of the late Philip Nassif, the visionary behind Dominica Coconut Products DCP and Fort Young Hotel 1986 Limited. Director of Entrepreneurship at James Holding is Lizra Fabian.
This challenge has been recently renamed from the GEMS Entrepreneurship Challenge. And this challenge is designed to empower our entrepreneurs in Dominica by enhancing and expanding their businesses within the hospitality and tourism supply chain. The top winner will receive 20,000 EC dollars, while the second and third place winners will be awarded 15,000 EC and 10,000 EC respectively. We welcome applications from businesses that supply products and services related to the tourism and hospitality sectors, along with those that demonstrate innovation and scalability while maintaining ethical business practices. In order to be successful in this challenge and in the application process, each applicant must provide details of the new and innovative idea that will be implemented in using this grant.
And that's Director of Entrepreneurship at GEMS Foundation, Lizra Fabian. She also spoke of the eligibility criteria to take part in the challenge.
During our recent visit to Terry Henry Lovell of Be Natural, the winner of the inaugural Entrepreneurship Challenge, she shared with us the transformative effect of this grant on her business. And with the funds, she got to acquire a new machine named Big Mama, which she has used to boost her production capacity to 12 times her previous output. And this has significantly reduced her production costs and increased her profit margins. We encourage all eligible businesses to apply, and one may wonder, how can they be eligible for this grant? They would have to meet the following criteria: be citizens or legal residents in Dominica, have a registered or operational business in Dominica for the last 2 years, provide financial statements for the last fiscal year and budgets for the current or upcoming year. They must include all relevant personal and business documents in the application. Also submit references from at least 4 customers attesting to the quality and reliability of the product or service that's being offered. It's important to note that previous winners of this challenge are not eligible to apply.
And that's Director of Entrepreneurship at GEMS Foundation, Lizra Fabian. Education Minister Octavia Alfred has given a thumbs up to the performance of the Adult Education Department. Adult Education Month is on the way.
The month of activities is celebrated from the 1st to the 30th September every year, highlighting achievements of the division and creating a greater awareness of work done island-wide. This year, the event is observed under the theme Empowering Growth, Building Skills, and Promoting Continuing Education to Strengthen Communities. The division remains dedicated to investing in the nation's citizens through academic, entrepreneurial skills and capacity building programs. This is demonstrated by the level of diversity, innovation, and transformation that the division has embarked upon over the years. The adult population throughout the length and breadth of Dominica for decades has benefited positively from several programs being offered by the division. Every year, numerous individuals are empowered in a range of areas, including continuing academic advancement, skills training, community education, and parenting programs, equipping the population with essential survival skills. The lives of individuals are constantly being transformed for the unemployed who gain employment for themselves by creating their own businesses or being more marketable in the business world.
And that's the Minister for Education, Octavia Alfred. She says the commencement of literacy and CSEC classes in the various districts and the National Skills Exhibition are among the activities for Adult Education Month.
There are many activities planned in observance of Adult Education Month 2024. Among these are radio programs and the commencement of literacy and CSEC classes in all districts. International Literacy Day activities will begin on the 8th of September with a church service. 11th September, Officers Literacy Day theme, Readers are Leaders, to be done in selected schools island-wide. And 13th September, a grand book fair where books will be distributed to encourage reading. Another major activity is the National Graduation Ceremony, scheduled for the 18th of September, where participants who completed various programs will receive certificates of completion and or participation. A Words and Wine evening of poetry and creativity will be held on September 20th. And to climax the month, a National Skills Exhibition where items produced over the years and participant success stories will be highlighted. As the Minister with responsibility for adult education in Dominica, I must say that I am very pleased with the work of the division and the role it has played in the progress of the Dominican public.
Minister responsible for education, Octavia Alfred. Let's remind you, you want to tune and make sure you view the DBS Facebook page to check on the activities taking place in Dominica and around the world. You want to view the DBS Facebook page. Other news this morning, local CXC Registrar Magali Celestine says absenteeism among Dominican CXC candidates is a matter of concern. She says too many students are registering for the exams, but they are a no-show on the day.
This chart shows a high level of absenteeism for the Mathematics and English A exams. In addition, candidates were registered absent in 26 out of our 32 subjects, and this is not good. Too many absenteeisms. This is unacceptable behavior. It's a waste of precious time, resources, and hard-earned money. Can you imagine sometimes we have to pay a moderator, purchase equipment, materials for science labs, set up the lab, and no candidate shows up to do the labs. It's a waste. So we encourage our students to show up. Show up, be brave enough, come and attempt the paper. You never know. It may be easier than you thought.
And that's the local CXC Registrar, Magali Celestine. Meanwhile, Chief Education Officer Dr. Jeffrey Blair says there are some weak areas for Dominican students, but their performance at the 2024 CXC exams should be applauded. Dominica performed 11.1% overall, above the regional average.
Once again, this year, our students have made us proud. We are even more elated at the quality of the results in terms of the improvement of our students. So not only are they meeting the benchmark, but they are doing very well in the subjects that they write. And that is important as well, the quality of the results. So it's not only getting one, but the quality of the one. And you, for all of you who would have done CXC, you would have known that there are the profiles and there's a, it's not just a one, it's the type of one that you get. So in a deeper analysis, we recognize that the quality of the results are much, much better. And we need to give our students, teachers, principals a round of applause for that. Notwithstanding our excellent performance, as usual, there are a couple areas where we need to improve, and we need to meet those areas. We need to highlight those areas, because it's not only, the strengths and the gains of the systems. When we recognize our challenge, then we are better able to improve. And last year, I commented on the SBA performance and the fact that many students did not complete the SBA. I'm happy to say that this year we have seen significant improvement in that. We still need to go a bit further. We are improving in the SBA quality and the submission, but we need not relent, because we need to do some more work here. Also, you would have heard in our last press intervention, the area of mathematics is one where we need to do a bit more work, and the Ministry of Education will commit to working more closely in providing support to our teachers.
And that's the Chief Education Officer, Dr. Jeffrey Blaise. Meanwhile, Isaiah Thomas Secondary School student Camille Kazimi of Bioche is celebrating success at the 2024 CXC exams. Kazimi obtained 10 ones and 2 twos in the exams.
Well, it took lots of studying, lots of sleepless nights, times when I felt like giving up, but I pushed through. Yes, math, English, physical education, theatre arts, accounts, electronic document management preparation, social studies, business. I think I mentioned most of them. Well, I'm happy, I'm satisfied. I'm very proud of myself. Well, now I'm going to Dominica State College to study paralegal studies and accounting.
Outstanding CXC student Camille Kazimi of Bioche, another student of Isaiah Thomas Secondary School, Kimora Vidal of Kulibistri, obtained 9 ones from the 12 subjects she sat.
Well, I got ones in math and English, which are the basic subjects that you're supposed to have. In 2 TechVox subjects, actually 3. I got a 2 in Spanish. To be honest, I'm excited and I just looking to see what is coming up next. It was a lot of sleepless nights, staying up studying and then waking up to study before I go to school. But overall, it wasn't that bad as I thought.
Outstanding student at the CXC exams, Kimora Vidal of Kulibistri. Meanwhile, Sherin Carbon of Arthur Waldron SDA Academy, 12 ones. Nathan Webb of St. Mary's Academy, 10 ones. Tiana Smith of Northeast Comprehensive, 10 ones. And Ajanaya Kazimi of SMA, 9 ones, were among the outstanding students of the 2024 CXC exams. Let's move into St. Lucia now, because education officials in that country, they've announced that the country achieved a higher pass rate in the 2024 CSEC exams compared to the regional average. The officials in St. Lucia said at the CSEC level, St. Lucia recorded a 44% pass rate in maths, significantly surpassing the regional average of 36%. In English language, St. Lucia's candidates achieved an impressive 81% pass rate, outperforming the regional pass rate of 76%. Finally, this morning, the U.S. has charged Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar and several other prominent figures in the Palestinian group in connection with its deadly attack in Israel on October 7 last year. The Justice Department said it was indicting 6 Hamas members with 7 charges, including murder of dozens of U.S. citizens, conspiracy to finance terrorism, and the use of weapons of mass destruction. The criminal complaint covers decades of alleged attacks by Hamas, as well as last October's unprecedented assault. It is 16 minutes after 7 o'clock. That's news. Don't go away. The sports report comes up shortly.
Honey, did you get the glow spread and mellow cream?
A little help with the bags would be nice.
Shortly, but I need the glow spread to finish the icing for Christine's birthday cake and mellow cream to add to the soup and gravy.
No.
No?
No, I didn't get just one. I got 2 of each.
Aw, honey, that's just why I married you.
Spread the love with Mellow Cream and Glow Spread. They're vegan-friendly, lactose, and gluten-free. Found in all leading supermarkets nationwide.
Locally distributed by Fine Foods, Inc.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable Petro Caribe, Petro Caribe.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speedy delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Let's begin the DBS Morning Sports Report with news that the Olympic gold medalist Thea Laforgatson says she's overwhelmed with the love and support she has received from the public in Dominica during her stay. The Olympic champion heads back to the U.S. this morning after spending the last week and a half in Dominica celebrating her historic gold medal. She says she never anticipated that level of support from the public. In this morning's sports package, we will allow Thea some extra time to express gratitude to the people of Dominica. She says she's grateful to the government of Dominica for the gifts bestowed on her. Government presented Thea Laforgatson with $400,000 land and was made an ambassador and given a diplomatic passport.
And I don't think many people recognize how incredible that is in itself. Not only that I was gifted such an amazing title, allowed to formally represent Dominica on the international stage in a sports forum, but then also granted permission to travel under the Dominican flag, and then that gift to be also granted to my husband. I mean, think of the most prominent track and field or even athletes from the Caribbean that have not even been gifted that. And then consider the fact that my husband now gets that extension too. I mean, you can think of Elaine Hara from Jamaica, whose husband is also her coach, who doesn't even have that privilege in her own country, right? Those who do not have the diplomatic permissions that we are now been allotted. And it's honestly quite revolutionary. It's beyond kind. It truly shows how much the PM and the government appreciate my husband and myself as a team, as a unit, and they see us as so. And very often, coaches get overlooked in the whole showmanship of success. And in extending that gratuity to Aaron, you've recognized them. And I'm so grateful for that.
And that's the Olympic gold medalist Thea Laforgatson. She continues to express gratitude to the people of Dominica.
And I must say, it has been nothing short of extraordinary. From the moment I was wheeled off that airplane, it was so obvious that there was such care and tenderness and thought put in to my welcoming. Every little detail from, the music to the speeches to the welcome ceremony was just oozing Dominican pride and appreciation. And as if the welcome was not enough, the motorcade blew my mind. I never thought that I would see Dominicans from all walks of life, from every age group, from every class, taking time out of their day to come and to celebrate with me so that we could all celebrate together. I think it almost showed this utopia of love, of, the perfect in harmony country that I wish we could have all the time. And as if that out-of-body experience could not become any more spectacular, I was then very graciously gifted a plethora of items. I mean, people say that I, in my doings, have put Dominic on the map. I don't think that people realize how these gifts that I've been given has actually helped kind of put my life on the map, in a sense that my life is changing because of these kind donations, or kind gifts, for the better, and in a really, really big way.
Olympic gold medalist Thea Lafogatson. And we wish her well as she leaves Dominica this morning. Some football news now. The national footballer Rufusson Pielwe says he's looking to play his role in helping Dominica progress in the CONCACAF Nations League. Pielwe is one of 4 overseas-based players in the senior men's national football team. Dominica kicks off its campaign in the CONCACAF Nations League Saturday when they play Antigua. The national team will leave the state this morning.
I'm Rufusson Pielwe. I'm from Dublin. I usually play on the left wing, but I'm coming to play for Dominica on the left wing back position. Yeah, I used to play for the Jubilee side. Yeah, we won 3 tournaments in a row when I was there. And then I traveled to Trinidad. I played for 6 months for Caledonia. Then I went to the UK. Yeah, now I play for a team called Canning C, where I play left wing on the first 11 team, yeah.
All right, so coming in as a left back in the national setup, just tell me as to, how the preparations have been going for that, playing in the left back as opposed to left wing.
Yeah, it's a bit different for me because now I have to adapt to a different kind of play style. But I feel like with more training, I can be able to do what I'm supposed to do for the team and what the team needs me to do.
Exposure in Trinidad, exposure in the United Kingdom, how does that help you as a footballer?
It helped me to learn different kind of play styles, different ways that other countries play the game, and it helped me to evolve, and I learned a lot of ways I can play, and I feel like I can help the team with that knowledge.
Now you said that you would have played for the national team before, you would have been familiar with the guys, but what is it like this time around coming back into the setup?
It's kind of different because the guys that I usually play with, I don't think they're here. I have Rusty, I have Bob there still, but I have a new striker named Troy Jules. I never really played with him, but I've seen him in training and I feel like he's a good player to play with. So I'm just looking forward to see how it's going to be for the next couple of training plus the games coming up. I feel like we're going to have fun.
All right. In terms of the confidence level in the camp, what do you make of it?
Yeah, I feel like everyone is energetic. Everyone is confident about how we're going to do. Just hope that when we reach over there, we just put all of that confidence into the game and we have a good game, we have fun, and we win the game.
And that's the national footballer Rufusson Pielwe. We will hear, I'm sure, from some of the other players representing Dominica this weekend. Some track and field news. The national sprinter Corel Etienne says she's looking forward to even bigger things when she returns to school in Jamaica this week. The Edwin Allen High Schooler set the track ablaze in Jamaica during the last academic year, winning a number of accolades and emerging as one of the premier youth sprinters in the Caribbean. She's currently the national junior record holder in the 100 and 200 meter events. She says she's happy with what she has achieved so far.
Well, it made me feel proud of myself because at a young age I have accomplished so much. I did not really expect to go up Jamaica and beat Jamaicans. Always my first year.
So what are some of the things you think you'll need to do moving forward now to stay on top? Because it's one thing to get on top, but to stay on top now?
Train harder, get stronger, and make sure I don't get any injuries.
And you have any particular goals in mind?
Yes, I would like to break a champ's record.
Okay. So just talk me through a day. What does a day in the life of Coral Etienne mean, especially as a student athlete?
Well, when I wake up, we have breakfast because that's the main thing of the day. Then we get ready for school. Then we spend 7 hours of school, and then after school, straight to training, spend 5 or 4 hours at training, and then head back on dorm to catch up on schoolwork and get ready for bed and school the next day.
And that's an everyday cycle for you?
Yes.
So how have you been able to manage that as a young student athlete, just 15 years? I mean, that's something that, grown adults are struggling with. So how have you been able to cope with it?
Well, all I had to do was make sure my school in place first, and then everything come after.
And that's the national sprinter, Coral Etienne. Meanwhile, athlete advocate Cheryl Roll says Coral has done extremely well.
Yeah, I was extremely proud because if you Google Coral Etienne's name, you will see it on the Jamaica Gleaner, the Jamaica Observer. And what I liked the most was the commentator when he called her Twinkle Toes. So I told her, just like Pocket Rocket, Shelley and Fraser Price, that name might stick with her all through to the Olympics. And Coral has done extremely well. She's only 15, going on 16. She's going into 5th form. So one of the things that we speak about is your grades as well, because for you to be able to attain scholarships to go to university, whether in Jamaica or in the US or wherever she chooses to go, the transcripts is a very important part of athletics. Your grades have to be just as good as your track.
And that's the athlete advocate, Cheryl Roll. Finally, some cricket news. The Antigua and Barbuda Falcons losing streak continued as they suffered their 4th straight loss to open up the 2024 Republic Bank CPL last night. The Falcons went down to the St. Lucia Kings. The Falcons, they were restricted to 142 for 7 in their 20 overs batting first. Justin Greaves got 36. Imad Wazim got 29. Ahmad picked up 3 for 18 for the Kings. Ruston Chase 1 for 11. The Kings replied with 144 for 3 in 17 overs. Johnson Charles made 47 not out and Faf du Plessis made 28. The Kings won by 7 wickets. The CPL action will continue today with the defending champions Guyana Amazon Warriors taking on St. Kitts Patriots. That match at 7 o'clock. In St. Kitts. That too will end the DBS Morning News and Sports on behalf of the News and Sports Departments and our link person Hazari Williams. Curtis Matthew saying good morning.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fence pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins and bidets. PVC piping, fittings and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
One easy loan.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
To upgrade my phone and even my home with one simple loan.
More money.
To have your wedding, to go traveling, to do anything.
More money.
No security. Speedy delivery, just check NBT. Apply anytime. In branch online, it's more money time.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
No collateral.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Speedy delivery.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
Just check NBT.
More money with NBT, it's more money.
DBS News. Accurate, up-to-date, professional. We bring you the news of the nation via 3 newscasts, Monday to Saturday at 7 a.m. The DBS Major Morning News, 1:15 p.m. Your lunchtime news bulletin, and at 6 in the evening, the DBS Evening News. Call us at 448-4302. Listen on www.dbcradio.net. Don't forget to like our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/DBS Radio. Stay on top of the nation's news with your nation station, DBS. "7:37 on Your Nature Wild. Shortly, we're bringing you your morning's weather report. Just before we do so, would like to remind you of your Kalinago word of the day for today, and that's Tiruputi. Tiruputi, that's the Kalinago word for cricket. And that's the insect, not the sport. Tiruputi, and that's spelled Tiruputi. 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 Join us tomorrow morning, God willing, at roughly 6:47 for another edition of your Kalinago word of the day here on your nation station, DBS Radio. Up next, your morning's weather report made possible compliments Flow Dominica Limited and Big Edge Financial.
You've got the edge over your circumstances. Many times there'll be trials to face. At least when it comes to your waning finances, you've got the edge. Help is coming your way. You've got Big Edge for those days when you're running low. Big Edge is the place to go. Big Edge, the cash can be in your hand. With the easiest payment plans. Big Edge, cash in a flash.
At this time, we say a good morning to Karen Basil Lawrence with this morning's weather report. Good morning.
Good morning. The weather report from the Dominica Meteorological Service at the Douglas Charles Airport for today, Wednesday, September the 4th, as recorded at 7 a.m. The weather today is expected to be fair to partly cloudy with a few isolated showers and a chance of isolated thunderstorms by afternoon. At 7 a.m., the weather at Douglas Charles was partly cloudy. The winds were coming from the west at 3 knots or 6 kilometers per hour. The air temperature was 27 degrees Celsius or 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Rainfall measured yesterday at Douglas Charles was 12.1 millimeters. The rainfall total for the month so far is 25.1 millimeters. The sun will set today at 6:15 p.m. and will rise tomorrow at 5:53 a.m. The next high tide today will be at 4:17 p.m. and the low tides at 10:19 a.m. and 10:25 p.m. The weather outlook for Dominica and the Lesser Antilles. A high pressure system is the dominant feature across the area. This is expected to result in a gradual drying out of the atmosphere over the next 24 hours. However, light winds and daytime heating could result in an increase in cloudiness with some localized showers and a chance of isolated thunderstorms during the afternoon. Slight to moderate seas can be expected in open water, with waves expected to peak near 5 feet during the next few days. Meanwhile, the National Hurricane Center is currently monitoring 2 tropical waves in the central and far eastern tropical Atlantic, both having a low chance of development. The first wave, together with a trough ahead of it, can be expected to approach the area by the weekend. The synopsis: a high-pressure system is the dominant feature. The weather for today and tonight is expected to be fair to partly cloudy with a few isolated showers and a chance of isolated thunderstorms by afternoon. The winds will come from the east-northeast through to the east at 15 to 25 kilometers per hour with higher gusts. The seas will be slight to moderate in open water with waves of 1 to 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. There are no marine warnings or advisories at this time. For up-to-date information on weather conditions, visit our website at weather.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page at Dominica Meteorological Service. Follow us on Instagram at Dominica Met. Add us to your list of WhatsApp channels. Our number is 618-3469, or feel free to call 266-4490 for further information. From the Met Office at the Douglas Charles Airport, I am Karen Basil Lawrence.
And we thank Karen Basil Lawrence for this morning's weather report, made possible compliments Big Edge Financial and Flow Dominica Limited.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pocket every month. Plus, now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Make weather information a part of your daily life. Listen to the weather report after the morning news and at 1:10 p.m. daily on DBS Radio. A message from the Dominica Meteorological Service, your trusted source for weather information.
18 minutes before 8. Up next, we present the general announcements on your community bulletin board, made possible compliments Valley Engineering Sales and Services and the Central Cooperative Credit Union.
Central Cooperative Credit Union is encouraging all members to update their accounts. Members, please present the following at any of our 2 branches. Valid picture ID. This could be a passport, Dominica Social Security card, government-issued ID, such as driver's license or state ID. Proof of address, reflecting your name and current address. This document could be a utility bill, hire purchase document, bank statement, bank reference letter, employment letter, or driver's license. Where your driver's license is presented as a proof of address, you will need to present your passport or Dominica Social Security card as identification. While you are at the branch of your choice, please take the opportunity to update the beneficiary to your account. The purpose of this is to ensure that upon your death, the person whom you so desire will get the proceeds to your account. Please visit our Goodwill or Portsmouth branch today. Our friendly and efficient staff are waiting to serve you.
Stretch your dollar at Valley Engineering. At Valley Engineering, our customers enjoy our dollar stretching price policy. Save money. Valley dollar stretch prices apply to a wide range of parts, which include water pumps, shock absorbers, steering and suspension parts, clutches, pressure plates, filters, oh yes, oil, gas, and air filters, NGK plugs, ball and roller bearings for wheels and transmission, timing and fan belts, engine gaskets, mechanics tools, brake parts, wiper blades, mud guards, grills, batteries, lubricants, starter and alternator parts, bulbs, head and park lamp, and many more items. These dollar stretch prices are